I gotta take this out, man. This is crazy, man. What up, y'all? Say I'm pouring a little bit of my. Real. Let's see if we get any friends. Hey, what's up, man? Joe Neasy. Appreciate it, man. And a quick little commentazy, man. I think I'm liking this part, man. So, all right, so in case you guys didn't know, June 19th at 3:19 p.m., this actually article came out in Washington Post. It said, Seattle police officers shot and killed a woman at her apartment Sunday morning in front of several children when the woman, who relatives said was pregnant, confronted them with a knife, according to a statement from authorities. The Seattle Times reported that the 30-year-old woman had called police to report a possible burglary. Now, at a vigil Sunday night, family identified the woman as Charlena Lyles, according to Times, and relatives said that she had a history of mental health struggles. She was several months pregnant, her family said, and was too tiny for officers to have felt threatened by her, even if she had a knife. Why wouldn't they have tased her, Lyles' sister Monica Williams said to the Seattle Times. They could have taken her down. I could have taken her down. On Sunday morning, just before 10 a.m., 2 patrol officers were dispatched to investigate a reported burglary at Brettler Family Place, an apartment complex for people transitioning out of homelessness, according to Detective Mark Jameson. Usually only one officer would respond to a standard burglary call like this one, Jameson told reporters, but police were familiar with Lyles in her apartment, he said, and called her flagged hazard information affiliated with her apartment that presented an increased risk to officers, the detective said. When officers walked into the fourth floor at some point, the 30-year-old female was armed with a knife, Jameson told reporters. Both officers who have not been identified. Now, we do know the victim. We don't know the killers. Jameson told reporters, both officers who have not been identified fired their weapons. They performed CPR, according to authorities, but Lyles was later declared dead by fire department officials at the scene. Okay, so I guess police, they couldn't declare her dead. Fire department had to do that. There were children inside of the home at the time. They were not injured, according to police. Officials who did not say if they were Lyles' children, police were trying to determine Sunday whether the children had witnessed the shooting or not. All right. Authorities offered a few immediate details about what led police to fire the weapons. Early Monday, the police department released an audio recording capturing what they described as some sort of interaction with the caller prior to the rapid development of use of force. Okay. Man. According on the recording, which officials said was captured by dashboard video cameras in the patrol cars, officers can be heard discussing the woman who had previously made all these weird statements. Neither officer is identified. Again, police say all names have been removed from the recording. All right, cool. So let's talk about this really quick. Hey, if you were here, yeah, let's talk about this really quick. She didn't charge them out of nothing. Now, they said mental health issues that were going untreated. So there's 2 issues that have come up, actually 3 that will come up from this conversation, okay? Or from this incident, as I can tell you. Let's look at this critically. I like to approach questions and approach situations critically. Oh, okay, wait a minute, let's go back. It said okay, wait a minute, let's read something real quick. Let me go back. Just saw something. Okay, the recording captured officers speaking to a woman about an Xbox that she said had been taken. Seconds after that interaction, however, the encounter suddenly escalated, and officers can be heard shouting at the woman to back away. Okay, so, hey, get back, and officer shouts, and bam, bam, bam. All right, before a volley of shots were fired. So, let's look at things a bit critically on this one. I like to think critically. So let's say she had an interaction with an officer. The woman was scared. Someone had come into her house, apparently. That's what it appears. Someone had come into her house, and I guess they might have been arguing over an Xbox game. Maybe there were kids there, and We know that the apartment complex is someplace for transitioning home. So let's say, for instance, there might have been someone that have come in there with, knew that there was a pregnant lady, knew she had nothing but children around, and they may have tried to take the children's Xbox. We don't know. We do know that the police had been to her apartment previously, and she had scissors in her hand. Okay, so she had scissors in her hand. So I know that for my wife, the experience when she was pregnant, that she had, there were some things that a lot of times pregnant ladies, they have hormones going on, and there are things that she could have been a mother just scared of looking out for her children. It concerns me a bit when I see things like that because it says, someone had mental health issues. So what I would do is, what appears to have been happening, and I'd like to someone to do some sort of study. I may be the one that kind of initiates a study like that. I got some time to see what is the correlation between the police shootings, or white or black, and people with mental health issues. I'm sure there's a bit of correlation. There's got to be. Now that also exposes some issues that are going on in the black community. In general, in the black community, there is a stigma around mood disorders, mental health issues, things of that nature. What I would say is, black folks, if you think your family members are starting to act kind of goofy, get them some help. Okay? Let's do that first. Let's get them some help. Now, we don't know anything about these children that were in the building, and I'm a bit concerned about those children. I don't know who they were. Okay. All right, man. Okay, wait a minute. She had been, Kings County Jail records show that Lyles was arrested on June 5th on charges of harassment, obstruction of a public official, and harassment of a law enforcement officer. She was released conditionally on June 14th. Williams told the Seattle Times that the condition was that she received mental health counseling, although the newspaper could not independently verify that information Sunday. All right, so again, we have the mental health issues. So I know that at times, as someone, I have, as you guys know, I have a mood disorder, and I get moody. But they're actually not a lot of the best available resources out there for people with mood disorders. A lot of times the systems are overwhelmed, things of that nature. I'm not going to blame the system. What I'm going to say is it's more of a systemic problem. And it's George Middleton, he has a book. It's called Black. I'm going to post a link to his website, as well as a link to his Facebook page. And he approaches racism as a mental health issue, which is something not only that is affecting black folks. Let me turn this down a little bit. It might be a little too loud. An issue that is not affecting only black people, but white people, but yellow people, and brown people. When you live in a system where things, or an institution where things are a bit off, it can be something mentally wrong that will affect people to make different decisions. I look at a lot of folks getting angry and they say, oh man, slavery happened, and how could someone do this, be a slave catcher, or do all that stuff? We don't know what that person was faced with. We don't know what kind of situation. Let's say someone may have had this gentleman's family under some sort of duress, and they say, you know what, if you don't go out and catch slaves, I'm going to kill your family. We don't know. So we have to look at each thing critically. And this just shows again that we've got some serious mental health issues. Not only one in the black community, but we also have mental health issues that are going on in our system, United States of America. And this again is something that we have as a people, human people. Now we all, may have lived in different parts of the world, but we bleed red. Some of us bleed red, white, and blue, but we bleed red. We all have families. We're all somebody's son, mother, daughter, cousin, niece, grandson, whatever. And we need to look at people as people, and look at people as someone, give them the benefit of the doubt at first. And if they do something that may seem out of the norm of what society may accept as being correct or off, first let's look at the situation that this person was presented with, where they're living at, what's going on. Then look at the person who has responded to that action. And let's look at the mental health aspects of both of these people. Because I believe that this was a result of a systemic mental health issue on both sides, both the police as well as the victim. I'm not going to say her name because we don't know the person who did the assault. So I can only say she's a victim at this point. So, all right, y'all. Mental health, work on it. Take each other as people. Treat us like people, man. I told you I'm going to start moving forward, man. And we're going to move forward to get help. We're going to help each other. We're going to grow. We're going to grow towards something good. All right? Bye.